Hello, all. In this session, we are going to understand why we need to do a testing by a developer and what is just a unit test. Okay, just we are going to understand in which situation unit testing is going to be very helpful. Okay, let's take some example. Just write some code so that it's going to be very, very easy. I just created a simple just a folder, and in that I just add app.js, a simple JavaScript file. I'm just writing a simple function. Okay? I'm writing a simple function that is called add. Okay, this addition is expecting two things, that is x comma y. So if you provide x comma y, it will return the sum. It's very, very simple. Okay, return x plus y. So now if you see, if you just call this function n number of times console.log, I'm just giving the 5 comma 6. So here just invoke that function at 5 comma 6. You will get the proper result. And again, if you do console.log, and even if you give minus 5 comma 6, it will work with any combination. Okay? Any combination numbers, minus 5 minus 6, it will work. Okay, and it will be I comma minus 6, it will work. Okay, we have tested different scenarios. Okay, so let's see whether it is going to give a result or not properly. So I'm just writing the node app. Yes, it's working absolutely fine. Suppose you forgot to provide the second value. Suppose you forgot to provide the second value. What will happen? Just tell me what will happen. What will happen? So it will return a NaN, means it's not a number. So that will happen because by mistake you forgot to add the argument in the function. So, but you can say that Raghu, for that, okay, to fix this, if we use TypeScript. Okay, if we use a TypeScript, and TypeScript will throw an error, because we can solve this problem with the help of TypeScript, right? If you don't know what is TypeScript, just go and watch the playlist in the TypeScript tutorial in our YouTube channel or anywhere in the world. Okay, TypeScript can solve it. Okay, but we have another thing. Okay, suppose I'm just passing the details like 5 comma 6 only, 5 comma 6 only, but by mistake you forgot to you did a mistake in the logic. So instead of plus, by mistake you have given minus. Okay, right now you can say that, Raghu, I can't do these kind of mistakes because I know addition means plus and subtraction means minus. Yes, 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 developers knows everything, but sometimes we used to do mistakes. Okay, so this is a one line of code, so maybe you can find out easily that this is a mistake, but sometimes you are going to build a complex logic in that you are doing some plus and minus and all those things, so you need a desired results. Sometimes there is a chance that we can do mistakes. So just imagine that, okay, maybe I'm a poor developer, so I did this mistake. So what will happen? But you didn't test anything. You didn't test anything. Okay. Suddenly, suddenly someone using, like, user is using this function. Okay. User is using this function console.log and the add of the 5 comma 6. Then what will happen? It is not going to return 11. Instead of that, it will return the wrong results. Then it is minus 1. Right? So how to solve this? So this is like this mistake is done by the developer, or any logical mistake. This is the smallest unit, right? This is a simple function. This is the smallest unit. So if you just implement a React application or any other JavaScript application, big applications, okay, lots of functions are there, and you can use one function inside another function, lots of dependencies there, lots of things are there. So as a developer, we should be very confident that our code should work properly. For that, so if we write the test cases, that the test cases, okay, how to write the test case we are going to learn. So test cases we will check. Like if I give a 5 comma 6, it should return 11. So in that way you should write the test case. If I give a 3 comma 4, it should return 7. Okay, and even you can write negative test cases. If I don't give any value, suppose if I give undefined, and if I give undefined, okay, undefined, you should define properly what it should return. It should throw, so it should not return nan or something. So it should, we should write the logic that, okay, if you don't provide the values, please just raise the error. That is what the proper thing in programming, right? Suppose if you have, if you didn't, if the logic is working not properly, and we should provide the proper error message why it is not working properly. So in that way we can write the test cases. Okay, I will give you one more example. Okay, with suppose React application or Next.js application or any application. So let's take the second example, the real-time example. So if you see, this is advanced auto parts where I worked previously. Okay, I have implemented a simple component in this. Okay, that is, suppose you can go to shop.advancedautoparts.com. So here you can write Spark plug. Okay, you can purchase auto parts like batteries, spark plugs, anything. So here just scroll down and just click on any item. Right now you don't need to create an account for this. You can test it. This is awesome. So if you see here, one simple component is there. This is the quantity. Okay. So how many items you want? So you can increment, okay, and at the same time you can do decrement. So here one super logic is there. So if you see, it looks like this is just a disable one, right? Like you, but you can edit the count directly. So here you can just increase the count up to maximum 100. So that directly, suppose if you want 92 items, so just, and here the 92. Okay, just add to cart. Okay, and suppose we should not allow to select like -1. Okay, so even if you try to type -1, it is not allowing. Okay, and at the same time, if I do plus plus, this should be enabled. So if you see, whenever we reach the count -1, we should disable this left side icon, and whenever we reach 100, okay, 100, no, 99. So we should disable the right side one. So everything we should test it. So in a React application, you should create a testing file. Okay, just test file, and with the help of React testing library, you can interact with a DOM, and you should able to test it. Yes, we should test it. Otherwise, because even if I did anything wrong in that component logic, so in the test cases, we can easily find out our mistakes. So once if you once you write proper test cases, and if those are working properly, that means if that given a green signal for you, then happily you can push your code to the branch or the master, and it will come into the production. So as a developer, our responsibility is to write the test cases. Of course, previously the testing team is going to do a testing. So if you see, suppose without testing anything, if you give it to the testing team, like, first of all you should deploy the application into development environment or testing environment or staging environment. Okay, they will open this application and they will start testing. So So by mistake, it's very difficult for a developer to test all the scenarios for each and every component and each and everything. So what you will do, okay, what testing team will do, okay, testing will do like properly, yeah, it's working properly, very good, minus also it's working properly, and suddenly he will change this value to 77. Suppose if it is not working, he will raise a bug. Okay, so it's better to write the test cases to get more confidence. Okay, of course, everyone nowadays, all the big applications, most of the companies who are working with the JavaScript, especially with React or Angular or Vue.js, any JavaScript framework, everyone using um, testing frameworks. Okay, the most popular the testing framework is a Jest framework. And how to test with Jest now? Now we understand the problem, right? So by mistake, if I do like instead of plus, if I did minus, it's very difficult to find out. Okay, here it's a simple logic so that you can find out easily, but in a complex logic, it's very difficult to find out by the developer. Suppose if it's very difficult to find your own mistakes. Okay, that's the thing. So we should write the test cases. At the same time, for React component, suppose this is the Next.js application. In that we are using React, of course. Next.js is on top of React.js. So this is the React component, and after implementing that, we should write the proper test cases to work this application properly in the production as well. So I hope you understand. Of course, even if you didn't understand, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, once we start writing test cases, you will understand slowly the importance of writing unit tests. You can say that, Raghu, it's extra work, it's extra burden. Why we need to write all those things? I'm very, very good developer. Without testing, I can do it. That is your choice. If you are doing your own project, that is your choice. But if you are working for a company, we should follow their standards, right? So I hope you will learn unit testing from today itself. Okay, and you can go through this the official documentation, and you can start uh, reading the documentations and you can implement it. Otherwise, just wait for some time. I'm just preparing the videos on this. Okay, thank you, and see you in the next video. And we are going to install the Jest, and we are going to write our first unit test.